So carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the sugar, starches, and fibers that are present in fruits, meats, in grains, or anything that we take or that. So the occurrence and functions of carbohydrates. So first is energy production. Energy production and carbohydrates is nabobroken down. Ang aton din kakaon ng carbohydrate na may ada carbohydrates nabobroken down into pieces para mag-supply para umagi ha bloodstream and to supply energy to muscles and tissues. So, ang carbohydrates amo to niya ang preferred fuel for the body. So, kailangan natin yung carbohydrates para magkamay adahin gasolina at ang lawas. So, second is the protein sparing. Protein sparing can provide energy. It has many other life-sustaining functions. So, energy and other functions. So, energy, amo to niya ang carbohydrates. And another functions, proteins. So, having enough carbohydrates allows protein do its other jobs. So, kung may ada ka enough nga carbohydrates, proteins liwat nagaayadhin trabaho nga makakabulig hira. So third is energy storage. So carbohydrates can be stored as glycogen. Diba ginyakan ko na to kanina? Ay, wala pangayan. So can be stored as glycogen. So niyan masasabtan niyo, which can be easily converted to glucose. Now, in glucose, amo to niya nag-release in glycogenesis, which can be easily go back to glucose. However, the body does have limited body storage space for glycogen, about 2,000 calories worth. So, ang aton body is may dalahiya limited body storage para hit carbohydrates. Ito in 2,000 calories worth. So, kailangan it aton body may dalahiya 2,000 calories worth. Next is the energy, aid for digestion. So, aid for digestion. And fiber ha. So, it fiber, baga to niyahin. It fiber, baga to niyahin. Ito ba, ang black nga ni nga surulanihin, waste. Singon tanala, trash ka rin eh. So, it fiber, amo to niyat pinaka-trash kan. It fiber, amo to niyat nag-aid in digestion. So, ini, amo ini ano. Nasa kob ang mga waste nga diha fiber. So, ang fiber, amo to niyan storage and waste materials. Okay, for example, may din naton excess nga mga excess or kuan ba mga diri na nagagamit it aton lawas is amo na iton makakadiha fiber. So, asya amo to rin tawag ang fiber nga bagahayan storage in waste materials. So, amo to nira ang carbohydrates. There are 3 classes of carbohydrates. First is the monosaccharides, second is the disaccharides, and third is the polysaccharides. So, may adat duduhang characteristic hit complex. Amoton and simple sugars and complex sugars. And simple sugars amoton niya and monosaccharides and disaccharides. Tapos, ang complex sugars liwat, amo tunhiyaan polysaccharides. So, tatag usa-usahon naton. First is the monosaccharides. Ang monosaccharides may dila tutulo, the glucose, fructose, and the galactose. So, ang glucose, amoton ang aton major source of energy in aton body. So, ang glucose is composed of 6 carbons, 12 hydrogen, and 6 oxygen. So, ang C6H12O6, amoton hiya ang tinatawag ha aton na sugar. So, ang glucose, nakukuha naton ha mga pagkaon na aton ginkakaon like sweets, chocolates, nga tanan na may da sugar. So, remember han insulin, di ba? Ang insulin, amoton hiya ang nagko-control han glucose, hit level, hit blood. So, amoton ang bagat nagko-control ba, bagat control center hit blood, amoton insulin. So, kung nakaon kita, itaton lawas, immediately nga nagpa-process sin glucose. Diba, glucose ginpa-process it aton body. It enzymes amoton hiyat nagtitikang it breakdown process ngan ibubuligan hiya hit pancreas. So, ang pancreas amoton hiya nagpo-produce hormones including insulin nga usang integral part nga kung paano it aton lawas sa gahandle hing glucose. So, it can be a result of releasing fatty acid from fat stores. Diba, ang aton fat stores is aadto ha aton liver. So, kung mag-release ito niyahin free fatty acids, so, ang aton liver is magkakamay ara kitahin ang tinatawag na ketoacidosis. So, ang ketoacidosis, nahihimo it waste products when it liver nagbe-breaks down in fat. So, amo na ito na anak ginyakan kanina, amo na ito ang ketoacidosis. So, ang formulahan glucose ng fructose is parehas la. C6H12O6, 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, and 6 oxygen. So, fructose is a fruit sugar. Simple ketonic monosaccharide nga makikita natin ha plants. Wheat is often bounded with glucose nga nagform hinday saccharide sucrose. Monosaccharides nga directly na-absorb hit blood pagkahuman it digestion. So, fructose is naturally present in fruits and vegetables na makakabuli yung mga tao magkamay adahing balanced diet. So, kung itaw mo na inom nainom lots of high fructose foods such as sugar-sweetened beverages or mga juices, mga chocolate shake like that na giniinom natin na matamis is they are taking extra calories that can contribute to weight gain. Kaya may adahiya glucose added bahin fructose. May dinangan ng glucose, may da pa fructose. So, asya, makakagain ka talaga in weight. So, with doctors talaga, nag-a-advise na kumaunin whole nga meal or whole nga foods to avoid frequently eating foods with added sugars. Kaya diba, for example, dire ka nakaunin maupay. Sugad, breakfast, dire ka nakaon good or nagka-coffee ka la or nagtitinapay. So, tendency ito, magkikrave kahin pagkaon nga itong mga masasalang batimbaba. So, that's why kailangan natin kumaunin whole food kay para di rin nakita mag-crave hin mga sweets or hin glucose and fructose. So, next is the galactose. So with galactose, may nagapia formula nga paresit glucose ngayon fructose, which is the C6, H12, and O6. So it galactose, pag usaya nga monosaccharides nga puro parehas sa glucose, but 65% niya is fructose. Parehas itiya ka sweet ha glucose. So it glucose ngayon galactose nagko-combine to form lactose or it lactose amton ang breast milk can mothers. Next that natin is disaccharides. So ang disaccharides may dahiya tulo, which is the maltose, lactose, and the sucrose. So hain natin magbilian it maltose. So it maltose is present in starchy grains, vegetables, and fruits. It is useful as a low-cost sugar source in the form of high maltose corn. So in humans, maltose is broken down by various maltase enzymes, providing two glucose molecules which can be further processed, either broken down to provide energy or stored as glycogen. The lack of the sucrase isomaltase enzyme in humans causes sucrose intolerance. But because there are 4 different maltase enzymes, complete maltose intolerance is extremely rare. So next is the lactose. Di ba nandiyan ka na kanina nga it lactose na produce when glucose and the galactose nagko-combine or bond together. So ang formula had fructose is C12, H22, and O11. So 6 carbons composes of 6 carbons ay 12 carbons, 22 hydrogen, and 11 oxygen. Amo to niya ang formulahan lactose. So lactose make up to 2 to 8% of milk. So lactose. Lactose comes from the Latin word lac means milk and tose means sugar. So pag mayroon kita ng lactose or kung paano napoproduce ang lactose. Ang lactose haaton diri aton intestines. Ang lactose gintatransform hiya by lactase, an enzyme into glucose and galactose, both simple sugars which are used by our body for energy and various functions. Most people have difficulty digesting lactose. So, kaya nagkakamaedahin lactose intolerant. So, kung nakaon kita nga nainom in dairy products, enzymes sa aton small intestines nagdadigest in lactose. So, it body makakag-produce in energy. With those people eat dairy products, the body has no way to break down the lactose. So next is the sucrose. Ang formula ng sucrose is parehas lahat formulahan maltose ngenhen lactose, which is the C12, H22, and O11. So, ang sucrose, amo to niya tinatawag na most common sugar. So, it is a disaccharides na nagkukumpose siya hinto nga monosaccharides, which is the glucose and the fructose. So, it sucrose na produce siya naturally sa mga plants, from which table sugar is refined. So, we will be jumping to the complex sugars, which is polysaccharide. And underheat polysaccharides are starches, fibers, and glycogen. First is adi-ani kita. So, starch or amylium is a polymeric carbohydrate consisting of numerous glucose units joined by glycosidic bonds. This polysaccharide is produced by most green plants as energy storage. Which food are starches? Starches include grains like bread, tinapay, rice, pasta, and quinoa, and starchy vegetables include beans, peas, corn, potatoes, hummus, falafel, and French fries. So, starchy foods include peas, corn, potatoes, beans, pasta, rice, and grains. Starches are more concentrated source of carbohydrates and calories than fruits. Non-starchy vegetables and dairy, but many of them excellent sources of fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. So next is fiber. Fiber, amo to niya diri madali nga i-digest na food. So most carbohydrates are broken down into sugar molecules. Fiber cannot be broken down into sugar molecules, and instead it passes through the body and digested. Fiber helps regulate the body use of sugars, helping to keep hunger and blood sugar in check. So, as what I remember, nga kanhidok nga ancel amo ining. So, warit makakasakuba iya nga dako kay gutay itself, diba? Gutay itself. So, wala ito may da makakasakob. So, pwede siya makasakob. So, ang nag-utod-utod iya is an enzymes. So, an enzymes, amo to niyan baga nagkakatan mga amo ito particles para makasulod hira cell to feed the cell. So the scrub brush effect of fiber helps clean out bacteria and other build up in your intestines and reduce your risk for colon cancer. Fiber helps keep you regular. A high fiber diet helps you soft, regular bowel movements, reducing constipation. Next is glycogen. Glycogen is composed of a formula of C6H10O5N. Glycogen is a multi-branch polysaccharide of glucose that serves as a form of energy storage in animals. So, ang glycogen, animals luyatiya, fungi, and bacteria. The polysaccharide structure represents the main storage form of glucose.